going to the top of the pile. I'm saying you're doing something, but you're not going to the top. You're not going to the top.
Who's getting the contracts is all that matters in that stuff.
Who's getting the contract?
Can I make a comment? This is Reese the Realist. How you doing, everybody?
Hey, Reese.
Hey. Listen,
hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, girl?
Good to see you, girl.
You too. Okay, listen here, buddies. This is the deal. You guys are coming from within the system. Long here is telling you that the system you are in is a shadow system that has been created to your detriment. And you're sitting up here banging the drum for this subversive, enemy combatant entity, and you're talking about politics and council meetings. The dude is on a completely different fucking stratosphere. You don't hear that? And the things that he's talking about
is on the go to jail stratosphere.
Right. How can you challenge a person who's a pioneer? This is the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. This is the dumbest shit I have ever heard in my life. It doesn't matter what you think about it.
It doesn't matter what I think.
I'll tell you think about it.
You can't sell. If I can't sell showing up at a freaking city council meeting, coming up with the magical mystery affidavit.
Your argument is just totally off point.
My dog.
You don't get the argument. You don't get the whole point of what's being stated.
The argument is this guy is nuts.
You can think he's nuts, but you sound like is a subversive who's been planted to dissuade people from standing up for their own selves.
In time and air. The only thing I'm amazed at is he can talk for 20 minutes without
your opinion. And you're speaking passionately about things that you have absolutely no knowledge or practice of, and you have the audacity to condemn it.
In the system, and I know more than, I guarantee I know more than any of the people on this thing.
Well, whatever, man, because if you you would not be challenging so fiercely what he's talking about, because you wouldn't know if that shit is real. Bottom line, you can't.
That's good.
Listen, you cannot challenge something that you have neither experienced, have no personal or third-party knowledge of. You are sitting here slamming and knocking that the only true hope that we have as a country of real people, not slaves, to sit up here and free ourselves. And you're going to sit up here in your ignorant state, okay, and dissuade innocent, listening, paying attention-ass people from doing something that's going to affect the rest of their lives and possibly this whole country to stand up for themselves and let their voices truly be heard. And you're going to sit up here and dissuade people.
You are a Judas goat. Okay? I have seen this before. You lead these people into a slaughter. And you know what? I'm tired of watching it happen. You don't lead me into there.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean to tell me following George Bush and these people were not headed to a fucking slaughter? They killed 3,000 people right now in New York. They're slaughtering us all throughout history. Continuously. All these false flag operations, they're killing us.
An idiot. Okay?
No,
this guy
you're just not a believer, and that doesn't change reality.
Okay. All right. Here's another idiot. Here's Thomas Jefferson. I'm going to read a direct quote from Thomas Jefferson on the sovereignty unaffected by change in government. He wrote this on his opinion on the French treaties, 1793. I consider the people who constitute a society or nation as the source of all authority in that nation. Where does my authority come from, Russ? Okay, let me continue. As free to transact their common concerns by any agents they think proper, to change these agents individually or the organization of them in form or function whenever they please. That all the acts done by these agents under the authority of the nation are the acts of the nation, are obligatory on them and ensured to their use, and can in no wise be annulled or affected by any change in the form of the government or the persons administering it. Thomas Jefferson. Now, he just told you. Now, the affidavit is me administering it.
Law, section, or code.
The affidavit is me administering it. Is this not law that he just stated?
It's not law.
You need to go read the U.S.
Somebody else said it doesn't make it law.
Oh, hell no, it's not going to be British law. You're right. You're right, it's not going to be British.
And that is the Constitution, and I've read it before.
In the Constitution, right? What's in the Constitution again?
You're taking a bunch of a bunch of things from different areas, trying to apply them into some convoluted freaking psycho system that you're creating in your mind and get people.
Man. You must watch a lot of TV. I bet you watch a lot of TV. All about the Fox News Channel, huh? What, MSNBC, CNN?
You're making statements that don't know me.
How can you?
I didn't make the statement. Thomas Jefferson made it.
Knowledge of. Come on now. People are going to say these kind of claims and not know.
It's not law.
Come on,
show me a code, a regulation passed by the House and the Senate and signed by the President.
This government is irrelevant. Hey, check it out. Do you know how many of us are following laws that in effect are not laws because they go against?
All right. Here's a real simple example.
I mean, you may not like it, but that's just the Constitution.
Okay, well, here's a real simple example of the Constitution. Tell me if it's not. Tell me if it's not in effect. Here you go. Second Amendment. All shall bear arms, and Congress shall not write any law against this. Congress shall not write any law against this. So, is it breaking the law to get a gun from your felon?
That's not the.
Hold on. Is it breaking the law? Is it breaking the law to get a gun? What'd you say? That's not in the Constitution?
That's not the right wording of it, but.
Well, okay, it's not the exact quote, but I think you understand Congress shall write no law against this, right?
Yeah.
You understood that part. Congress shall write no law against this, right?
Are you telling me that the people we've elected don't know how to enforce the law? I will say
they don't even read the shit.
They don't know the law.
So how is
the law
that doesn't exist going to make us any better?
That ain't
You're saying I
Excuse
can
me.
read it and they'll pay attention to your stuff. I'm telling you, you're nuts.
If I'm a felon and I come out and get a gun, am I breaking the law?
Yeah, I'm a scaredy cat. Yeah.
Oh, so basically you just said fuck the Constitution. Please, Christy, you said the socialist right here is a good guy. He just now dissed the Constitution. What's up with that? He said it's breaking the law. The Constitution says Congress shall write no law against this. But yet, if I'm a felon and I get a gun, now I'm breaking the law. So which one is it? Which one is the law?
But the 10th Amendment.
It's not in the Constitution that you can't own a gun. The Second Amendment says the right to bear arms shall not be infringed. Period.
But
what?
The Supreme Court has said that under certain that they have
go with the ineffective laws.
The Supreme Court has come in and said that you can limit it based on a reasonable government need or something like that.
It only works because people like you believe it. You believe the bullshit. That's why it only works because you believe it.
If I was old enough,
that's the power that they have over our minds. No. That right there is the power that they have over our minds. Right there. You believe any fucking thing they say without researching the shit. That's the problem. It's everybody's problem.
Isn't that the basis
you know
of
what?
all laws,
Having miscellaneous quotes from Thomas Jefferson that I base affidavits on is not law.
Oh,
I'm
whatever.
Sorry, but that's
if that's based on more research than you've done in your man. That's based on more research than you've probably done in your whole career.
What we have found in the Supreme Court and what we have done in the congressional record, these are things that have been known of the so-called forefathers of this country. So these people wrote this down of how we're supposed to conduct ourselves to hold on to our republic. All right, tell me this. All right, how about this, brother? All right, which one is the government that we're supposed to have? Republic or democracy? Republic. Okay. So all the stuff that you just mentioned about, okay, it's the law. If I'm breaking the law, if I get a gun if I'm a felon, is that under democracy or is that under the republic?
Oh.
Under a republic, guys.
What? Excuse me, what?
Made the law.
No, it's not under the republic, because under the republic, the constitutional treaty, we just went over this, said Congress shall write no law against this. This shall not be infringed. So what law did the democracy pass if the republic says you're going to hold a gun? All right, so just in case the redcoats are coming, we can say, hey, boys, grab your guns. Okay? So I'm saying, what law says that I can't have a gun? Who wrote that? What branch of government wrote that? Democracy or republic?
Actually, the Congress wrote one, and I guarantee most states have one.
Was that under the fashion of the government fashion? Is what we're describing here. Was that democracy or was that the republic?
You know what? It took 30 years over 30 years for
One
the
word
DC band just to get to the Supreme Court.
Yeah,
they have been violating the law. They have been violating the Constitution for 30 years. The United States has been doing it for years. They're violating the Constitution on almost every level. But a goofy affidavit is still not going to win on this deal.
A goofy affidavit? Have you made
any affidavit? We're not talking about giving it.
You know what? Ask Christy. I do my share of affidavits and legal stuff. So
okay. Have you changed your status? Have you changed your status?
And I'm telling you, man, you're going to die on this one.
Have you changed? I'm going to die anyway. But have you changed your status?
No.